Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Owner Ops Podcast. In this live stream, we're going to be talking Google business profiles. So I'm going to post the link here that we are live over in the school group. And Andy cannot join today, unfortunately. Andy from Stryker, who normally joins on these. His wife or girlfriend was having surgery today, so thoughts and prayers with him and his girlfriend. I believe it was a minor surgery, so nothing crazy, but yeah, just thoughts and prayers for a safe surgery and safe recovery. Let's go ahead, and I need to pull up the YouTube link. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Share. Let's go ahead and share this live. Business profile. Join me this morning for live Q&A on Google Business Profile. See you over there on the YouTube link. Bring any questions you have for Google Business Profiles and verification, and we will answer live. All right, let's see. Hey, thanks for joining. Who do we have on here? Go ahead and post in the chat. If you are watching on YouTube, just go ahead and post in the chat there. You should have a chat box there. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and then what question you have in regards to Google Business Profiles. I'm still doing here announcements inside the school group to get members notified. Let's see. All right, let's jump into it today. All right. Hey, who do we have joining here? Go ahead and post in the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what business you operate, and what question you have specific to Google Business Profiles. So we talk a lot about Google Business Profiles, especially we just launched a 4-week growth training specific to some of the Owner Ops Pro members over in school. And a big area that I see a lot of blue collar guys and local service businesses overlooking is Google Business Profiles. So Google is right now one of the lowest hanging fruit opportunities that you can do for your blue collar business. If you do not have a Google Business Profile verified at a location listing, it is highly worth your time. What you can do is you can go over to Google Maps and you can just search for your area plus your service, and you can do a quick, let me X out of some tabs here and I'm going to share my screen. You can do a quick competitor analysis on just like who's ranking on Google Business in your area. So let's just do an example. Let's go to Google Maps. I'm going to share my screen here. And the reality is people in this day and age are, let's just go to Nashville. Just search Nashville land clearing. Okay. Hey, somebody, whoever's watching, would you mind to post in the chat and let me know that you can see my screen here? Would you mind to confirm that you can see my screen? So if I'm in Nashville and I want to start a land clearing business, I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to type in Nashville land clearing. And what I'm going to do is I will just start looking at the different people who are showing up here. And I want to take note of what their business name is. Are they optimized for service area plus service term? That's what I'm looking for. Are they getting Google reviews? Are they optimized for the right service? And this is an excavating contractor, so they're just popping up for land clearing. Okay, TriStar land clearing and mulching. Great photo. This is what I'm looking at. I want to look at photo. I want to look at name. I want to look at Google Business Profile rating, and then service type. So if I'm going into land clearing and starting a business in Nashville, I just want to take note of what the competition is doing. So this guy, TriStar land clearing and mulching, he's got the service in his name, which is great. He's got a great photo. And the reason why I would consider this a great photo is because it shows the finished product. Anytime that you can show your customer what they're going to receive, or the transformation, like before and after, that is going to, induce some sort of psychological effect on that customer, right? Because they can see the finished product. It invokes emotion, like it creates emotion in that person. Oh my gosh, I want my property to look like this. I was talking with Alex from Brushworks the other day, and he says that there are several different types of psychological triggers that a marketer can use in your marketing. And one of them is envy. So if you're showing people what the finished product looks like for the project that you did down the road, then they are going to naturally just want to, like people want to do what people see, right? So if the neighbor has it done, then they are going to envy what has been done on the neighbor's property, and then therefore they're going to want their property to look beautiful and clean like this, or there's a chance that they are. So let's go over down to the next one. All right, All-Star Land Maintenance and Excavation. Okay, he does not have land clearing in the term. He is set up as an excavating contractor. So this guy is set up well for excavation, but not for land clearing. Tennessee Roots Tree Services. Okay, so they're a tree service. They probably have land clearing on their site, if I had to guess. Let's go ahead and click into that. Tennessee Roots Tree Services. Let's see. Yeah, clearing over here. So that's why they're showing up. Land clearing facilitate project development, improve safety, and prevent fire spread. Our land clearing is a key to clean canvas ready for, okay. Okay, this guy is set up as a property maintenance business. It's just his name plus land clearing, and he's got a good photo here. And it shows the mulched understory. All right. I like this photo where it shows himself, it shows his machine, shows his truck. Looks like he's mulched some stuff over here. Okay. Machine in action. I like that. So Google Business Profile, you should definitely post photos. You should definitely post updates. All right. You got to treat it like a social media profile. But once again, we're just doing market research here. Okay. Nashville Land Management Services. I love that name. I think the only thing that he could have done better is Nashville Land Clearing, because land clearing is the search term that people are searching for. I mean, some people search land management, but land clearing is the highest volume. He's set up as a forestry service, which what I like. His reviews are he's only got 5-star reviews, so that's why. Let's see where he's showing up. Is he showing up first? Yeah, he is. So see, he's showing up first because he's optimized, I would guess, for Nashville land management. So there's a framework, service area plus service. It's going to work in any area, in any service for the most part, right? Now, if you're going into a big area like Nashville, it's going to be pretty competitive. But, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, if I wanted to start a business in Nashville, he's only got 17 reviews. He's got 51, which is great. All-terrain, land clearing, and brush control. See, I don't know why he's not showing. I wonder if it's because he's set up as an excavating contractor, I bet. So there are a couple things that you should take note of if you're a land clearing guy on Google Business, and should definitely set it up as a forestry service or a tree service, depending on where you're at in the country. If you're in the Western United States, I like setting up as tree because that's what some of the people are searching for. I don't think you can go wrong with either. Just know that if you do set up tree service, you're going to get more like residential tree removal jobs on traffic. So if you only want land clearing stuff, then go with forestry service. If you're in like the southeast, eastern part of the United States or the Midwest. That is this right here. This is your primary service on Google Business Profile. Okay. So I would guess that the reason that this guy is not showing up like in the list of map packs #1 is because, I mean, this is just a guess, but it's because he has excavating contractor. And the reason is because you're confusing Google, right? You need to be as clear with Google as possible. And I've learned this through trial and error. Okay. One of the biggest learning lessons that I've taken away from starting my land clearing business was picking a name that was too general rather than going all in on the focus keyword, which is land clearing. All right. Brush control is another good one. I actually like brush clearing better than brush control. So, and that's purely from search volume research. Okay, we've already looked at him. Tri-state terrain. So my question for here is like, what does that mean? Like when the customer's looking at tri-state terrain, like what does that mean? So let's see where this guy, I think this guy's way down. Yeah, he's way down, right? Because you're not signaling to Google what you do. Tri-state terrain. He does say premier land clearing solutions, but yeah, Google really like signals off of this name. So it's confusing. Like, what is tri-state terrain? Mid-state forestry mulching, LLC, forestry service. Okay. Great picture, showcases the machinery. This showcases before and this showcases after. That's it. Oh, sweet. He's got a Barco. Before, after. It's a great photo. The only thing that I would recommend here for this guy, if he would put text over this photo and he would make it really clear, like before, and then like put some sort of line in here, like a I don't know, whatever color your brand is, like put a line in here, because like when you first look at this photo, it almost kind of looks like it's one whole photo. But yeah, if you can be really clear on before and then after, that photo is going to perform better, I believe. Photos in action, really cool. There we go. See, he did it right here. Before, after. Very cool. Oh, that's cool. So it's like before, after, and then 1 year after. That would be cool, or however long that took. But yeah, if you can be more clear in the text right here, that would be really helpful to Google. So this guy's got a lot of photos, which I really like. Let's see, where does he rank on the map pack? Wow, it's way down. And it could just be because he's further out of Nashville, right? Like I'm searching Nashville land clearing and he's further outside of there. Yeah, that's probably why. And consistency of reviews is key. Like if he has 11, it may have been months, maybe a year, who knows, since the last time he got a review. And Google is consistently, from what we know, updating the map packs, showing like the most relevant. Because you got to think about it, like Google makes their money off of providing great recommendations to people, serving up great search results whenever people search. So if there's a company who's getting consistent reviews, if there's a company who says, hey, this is what we do, and somebody is searching for land clearing, and Google can easily see that this company does land clearing, then they're going to serve that up. As long as this company says, basically getting consistent reviews is the greatest signal to showcase Google that you are actively in business and you are actively providing a great service. So Google's going to consistently like update their algorithm to show you in the map packs. All right. So what have we covered? We've covered Google business profiles. Like if you want to do your research on your area, if you're thinking about starting up a land clearing business, and then just type in your area plus land clearing, and you're going to be able to see, one, who else is competing in the market, two, sort of what they are optimizing for, and three, what your competition looks like. So, you know, if you're looking at this guy on the top here, hey, he's a forestry service, he's got 17 5-star reviews, and his name is Nashville Land Management Services. From there, you can kind of assess, hey, is this a market that I do want to go compete in, or do I want to start this business, and do I think that I could go get 20 5-star reviews fairly quickly? My recommendation for this would be to start Nashville land clearing and go and get tons of, you know, try to get 20 reviews as fast as you can on 5-star. So that's just a quick kind of a market assessment. The way that I look at markets, if you wanted to dive deeper on this, what you can do is go to these guys' website, and you really just want to see, like, do they have a website that looks like it's built in 2025, or do they have a website that looks like it was built in the 90s? And like, those are the questions that you just ask. So if you see, you know, old outdated sites that looks like it was built in the early 2000s or whenever the internet launched, then you know that you have a pretty easy route ahead. Now, what I like doing, this is going to be a hard market well, in general, I think somebody could start this and then go quickly to the top. In general, though, like metropolitan areas like this, like Nashville, are traditionally harder to rank in than if you were to go on the outskirts. And if you just said, hey, I want to start one, and I don't know anything about Paris, Tennessee, but if you wanted to start one in Paris, starting something like Paris land clearing is going to be way quicker ranking than going and trying to compete over here. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody who's on here, anybody have any questions? If you do, post in the chat, and yeah, I'm happy to answer those questions. But I just wanted to do a quick review since Andy could not join today, just kind of how I think about Google Business Profiles. Wanted to do kind of a quick overview of competitor analysis. And yeah, I hope this is helpful. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and post those here. If not, I will make this one short and sweet. So we'll repost this as a YouTube video, how to do competitor analysis for Google Business Profiles, especially for, I just used a land clearing example. And if you do want to learn more about this kind of stuff, we do have a school group here. You can join at school.com/gas. That's SKOOL.com/GAS. If you want to just go ahead and jump in the school group. If you want to get a free training I've put together, you can go to start.ownerops.com. That's start.ownrops.com. If there are no questions, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Next week, we'll have Jacob Neffendorf on with Land Clearing Growth, talking Facebook ads. And then the following week, we'll have, on Fridays, we'll have Andy from Stryker Digital back on. We'll be talking SEO and Google Business Profile. All right. Y'all have a great day, great weekend. See you on the next one.